What's going on, everybody? We're back with another race recap. No racing going on yet, so we got to watch the oldies. I got a special guest with me, and we're going to be doing a pretty fun race today. Who are you, and what race are we doing?
What's up, guys? Nick Long, and we're going to do the Chula Vista Supercross from 2010.
And that was a cool race. Those races when they were under the lights at Chula were some of the best races we ever did.
Totally. It was just a show, you know, and nowadays these daytime ones are just, you know, there are 30 people in the stands. It's not quite as fun.
Well, this was a heck of a race. It's one of the best races, I think, you know, in the history of Supercross, and it'll be cool to get your perspective on it. You did pretty well, as we're going to go ahead and see. So I'm looking at the gate here, and we're looking at the stack from the outside to the inside. You want to introduce us to the players?
Yeah, let's go through it. Hold on. Let me open this up widescreen, baby. All right. Let's go from gate 8. We'll go. There's Sam Willoughby, gate 8. Yelly Gorkum, gate 7. Joris Dode, gate 6. Ramiro Marino, gate 5. I'm in 4. Wheelers in 3. Sylvan Andre, gate 2. And the machine, Maris Stromberg's, gate 1.
And I think it's worth noting a couple of interesting things. So the year before, Maris had won this race in 2009 from lane 1. He's the current world champ. He had won a couple of World Cups already this year. So going into this main, he's got to be the odds-on favorite from lane 1. In lane number 2, Sylvan Andre, he's still a junior elite at this race.
Yeah, it's crazy. I knew of him, but he was still so new into racing. I hardly knew who he was. So it was crazy to see him up in the gate in the main when I'm walking up behind him. You know, I really didn't hardly know the kid.
Yeah, that's crazy. And this race gets going right off the bat. Like, just from the gate to the first jump, you've already got all sorts of drama.
Oh, yeah. Gate to the kink even, starts getting hairy.
So what's going on? Take us through it from the gate to the kink. What's going on here?
Snap was pretty good. Especially being between wheelers, running a 43. So I just kind of kept next to him out of the gate down the hill, and then didn't really realize that Sam was coming a hard left till the first jump when he ran into me, and actually kind of blew my foot off the pedal, so you could see it get over that second jump kind of sketchy, unclipped. But we could even bring it back to anybody else.
Well,
let's look back at
big thing here that I'm seeing. Maris blows his gate right off the bat, so he's kind of instead of getting that whole shot, which a lot of people probably expected him to do, he's straight back in the back of the race. And Willers was the one who actually got the cleanest start and took the lead right out of the gate.
Correct. Yeah, Sylvan. It's hard to tell if Maris had a bad gate or if Sylvan just put it on him and put his elbow in front of him first pedal. You know.
Yeah, he definitely moved over pretty hard.
Oh, yeah, he gave it to him. He wasn't intimidated or cared who Maris was.
The other thing that is pretty interesting here is if you watch 5 and 6, if you watch Ramiro Marino and Joris, they're bumping right off the bat, causing Joris to roll the first jump and Ramiro Marino to do a sweet big arrow for the first jump.
He did the same air that TB did the other day at the track he just posted.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's crazy. He was so high. Pause it on the first jump. Look how high this guy is on the first jump.
Where are we at? I have it paused where it's perfect. Like I'm landing and he's still all the way up in the air as high as he can get.
And just fully turn barred, fully torqued.
Wow, I didn't realize you said that Joris rolled it and still did a second jump. I didn't actually realize he rolled it. That's crazy.
Joris rolled the first jump and still sent the second jump, which is really that might be one of the most impressive things that I've seen in this race.
How about his style on the second jump still?
Oh man, like that's some commitment. He lands on the first jump and just says, "I'm still going. I'm still jumping this second jump."
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, dead stop, but committed and thinking he was still in the race and still. I feel like my mind would have been like, "Yeah, see you later." Probably would have waved to the fans and cruised the lap.
Yeah, see you guys at the after party.
Yeah.
So after the second jump, it's kind of a 6-person race because I think Joris and Ramiro are kind of out of it. So Willers is in the lead, Sam and Sylvan second, third, Maris is fourth, and then you and Van Gorkum are battling for fifth. In this moment, did you have any idea of what kind of craziness was going to come next? Or were you just thinking, cool, top 5, I made the main, that was a good night?
It was such a weird thing. Like, Yeah, I got weird on that first jump after Sam hit me, and I think I held like a big grudge pedaling the rest of the straightaway, like, you know, I was just mad. And I cased the second one, and yeah, I don't know really what I thought was going on with the rest of the race. I kind of was content with just, well, I guess 5th or 6th. Hopefully I can stay ahead if that's, you know, whatever, $100 difference. But
I paid my entry fee back.
Yeah, yeah. I just did the lap like, I mean, it's my local track, so it wasn't intimidating to do the track, and I just raced it. But yeah, coming out of that second turn, the whole dynamic changes, you know.
Well, before we get there, out of the first turn, so Willers has got the whole shot, and now I like Mark. We got a lot of respect for Mark, but he's not known for his track speed. And and Sylvan behind him, right? So this is Sylvan's first World Cup main. He's a junior, and he's coming out of the first turn in second place. What do you think going through Sylvan's mind right now? Is he just going to like hang out and take second, or do you think that from the moment he realized he's in second, he's going for it?
Oh, anybody who knows Sylvan, absolutely, he's not giving up. He's pushing it. He don't care who's ahead of him. He thinks he's faster than everybody else, and he usually is. And he raced that second straightaway.
Oh yeah, and it looked to me like the big place that he made up some ground on Mark was on the landing of the step up. Mark goes a little bit deep, and Sylvan hits it pretty smooth. And it looks like that's kind of where he makes up a little bit of momentum.
And he lands right on the gas right there. Willers is still holding the wheelie all the way to the bottom of the transition, and Sylvan's pedaling.
And that's like the trickiest jump on that track, right? Like everything else the rest of the way is not too tricky, not too tough. But if you hit that step up clean, it gives you like a big boost the rest of the second straightaway.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a NOS pad right down the landing, you know, if you get it. But yeah, if you get it, it's great. When you don't, man, your whole lap sucks after that.
100%. And it looks like he's going straight to that inside as soon as he lands on that step up. He's already seeing, he's like, I'm going for it.
He was already committed to the win right there, right on the landing of the first jump. He did it better than Mark and committed to that second turn no matter what.
And so that commitment took him all the way into the turn where he hits Mark. He does a huge head bobble. I don't know what's going on there.
He hit him with his head.
And then he keeps going, and until Mark is off the track and on the podium, but not in the way that he wanted to be on the podium.
Fast track to the podium.
He just took that shortcut. So where are you at here? You're running in 5th place right here, right? You're looking at all this chaos going on in front of you. What are you thinking?
Yeah, as soon as Willers goes over the turn, it puts me in 4th, right?
Yes.
So if you look back after those guys were all battling in the inside of the turn, I was able to kind of rally the left side of the second straight and rip around the whole turn. Mm-hmm. And I kind of kept my speed, not realizing I was doing anything different. But I just came out with more speed into the third straightaway.
Yeah.
So if you go through that, the other two guys are battling. Maris ends up passing Sam, right? Yeah, they both pass Sylvan. Maris passes Sam like towards the end of the straightaway, and I'm kind of riding the left side, moving over to the right side. And if you were able to see the semi, I think if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I did the same exact move on Sam in this last turn for first, but I didn't finish the move, and so he just beat me to the straightaway. I don't remember why he picked 8, but anyways, worked out for him. But yeah, so I committed to that move. I would go wide into the last turn and then cut through the bottom of it. And it was a surprise to me. I didn't realize I was even that close to the actual race.
Well, what the biggest thing I'm seeing out of this second turn is that Sylvan Andres killed all of his speed in battling with Willers, right? So when he comes out of the turn, look how high he has to jump that double out of the turn. He takes that thing to the moon. He even goes as far, he throws a pedal in on the backside of that double. He does the special.
He took your line.
He took the line. He has to throw the pedal. So he's bowling the whole race up behind him, which is allowing you and Maris to kind of draft up because he's slowing himself and Sam down. You and Maris are drafted up as the straightaway goes on, right?
Correct.
And you slide up his inside. Looks like you were right on the edge of the track. You were making every inch of that track work for you up that inside to get underneath Sylvan here. So you're sitting third right here. Are you looking at Sam up the inside of Maris? And are you already looking at the 2-for-1 discount special?
I wasn't. I just, like I said, I was making sure I shut Sylvan down. So, and then I'd been doing that line through the turn all day. I don't even think I was trying to ever pass anybody. It just kind of always jumped out and cut through the middle. And I mean, yeah, those guys went high. So shit, run it in. And it just kind of worked out.
And you and Sam are dead even over the tabletop on the last straight. You guys are dead even. And Maris and Sylvan are battling for third place right now, right?
Yep.
Then Sylvan just completely cooks his book on the step up, step down, and just sends him back, which allows Maris to come up for third. But what I'm seeing you do here is you take the riskier of the lines. Sam just goes pump manual across, which is a pretty safe line on that last jump. You just ride that back wheel all the way through, which is like rolling the dice. If this works, I'm winning. If I come up short on a bonk, I'm going to be riding the bull with Sylvan.
I'm blowing my hands off.
And did you think about that line? Did you always do that line? What's causing you to do that line?
Yeah, that was just the line I always did. I never like jumped across. For some reason, it was just kind of fun to manual the whole thing. And it just ended up always being my race line. And I never thought it would be faster. Now it just kind of was more fun for me. But yeah, it ended up working pretty good. Yeah, I just kind of did opposite lines of Sam on that and paid off out of the turn or at the line.
Absolutely, and no one is going to beat you in a stretch. You're by far one of the best stretchers in the sport. You're long, and you just, no matter how bad your back is, you still figure out a way to stretch that thing. So it's a good race, and one thing that I think is really crazy to talk about is Sylvan led a World Cup right there, and this is 2010. It took 7 years. It took till 2017 for him to win a World Cup. He's got a few of them now, but it just goes to show how hard it is to win one of these races.
Yeah, totally. Because like I said, at that point, I didn't really know who he was. And then, I don't know, he kind of fluctuated for years. And now he's like the strongest rider out there. And it's crazy to see, you know.
It just goes to show how hard winning just one of these races is, right? Especially back then when there was only 4 in a season. It was so hard to get a win. And for you, this is, you know, you had this rare opportunity that not many people have, like you winning a World Cup in your home city. How many people get to race a World Cup in their home city? Like, what was that like? I bet the after party was insane.
It actually wasn't, because I wasn't 21 yet.
Oh, you weren't?
No, so that was the shitty part about winning a World Cup in the U.S. I wasn't 21 to really go out in it. I mean, we did, but I was so timid about drinking because I was driving too. I was like, man, I don't even think I drank that night.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Who are you?
But I think I made up for it in the Fresh Juice 2010 at the after party when we had the awards. I think we turned it up a notch.
Yeah, we did the old delayed celebration.
yeah, it was perfect.
So would you say that this is one of your favorite races, or would you even say your all-time favorite race?
It does go between this one and the Olympic test event in London. I don't know why those 2 years, like 2010 and 11, had some of the best races. Everybody was just kind of, you know, turning things up for the Olympics in 12, and I think we're all just on a good pace. And it was just a lot of good racing at the time.
It was. This one was one of the more fun races to watch, and it's just, there's so much going on if you watch every single rider in their lap and everything that happens.
It's always funny just reminiscing a bit, and when we bring it up, watch these races.
Yeah, it's good, and it's good for the kids too, I think, to see some older races and you know, get to see some action like that, because every now and then there's going to be a race like that, and you got to be ready for whatever comes. You know, you might be the guy who hits the gate and you're in 5th or 6th, but you got to make sure you stay in the race because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta just race. You got to race the whole lap. You know, I'm guilty of giving up plenty of times, but you got to not do that.
Absolutely. Well, hey, thanks for jumping on and doing this. I know the fans will appreciate it. They've been asking for this one. A lot of people have been asking for the 2011 test event too, so maybe we'll have to call you back and get your opinions on that one.
We need to get a few. Can we get more people on here?
Oh, we could get the whole main event on there. If you want to get the whole main event on there.
That'd be pretty rad, just to see everybody's thought on everything. It'd be kind of cool.
It would be. It would be a good one. Maybe we'll have to see if we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Depending on how long this quarantine goes. If we're 3 months, 4 months in, and we got nothing else to do, we might have to make it happen.
I got nothing but time, baby.
That's right. Well, hey, anybody else have any races that they want to see analyzed and broken down? Comment them below. Make sure you keep up with Nick on social media, and you'll see lots of cats. And we will catch you guys later. Hope everybody's staying safe.
Thanks, guys. Stay safe out there. Talk to you guys soon.